to Central Pennsylvania's one-stop shop for the shit you don't want to hear anybody talk about.
That's not fair.
No, you want to hear it, I think.
We've got a lot of people asking for stuff that they want to hear.
That's why you're here.
There's people that listen, I think. I'll be sipping from a water bong all this whole time.
Hello.
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 So who the hell's in here with me today? I don't know these people.
I'm Will.
God, that's good.
Matt's wife.
And Jason.
She's legally changed her name now to Matt's wife.
Yeah.
That's dedication right there.
A lot of red tape we have to go through for that one. All right, well, thanks for joining us, Matt's wife.
And that's an apostrophe S, right?
Yes.
For possession.
It better be.
Or don't to make sure that the apostrophe is not after the S, because then it means there's multiple Matts.
Yeah. the wife of multiple Matts.
I'm seeing that the more you know star now. Thank you for the fucking English lesson. Whatever. I'm here. All right. God damn it. We're going to go in the news. All right. So I'm going to start, and this is a request topic later in the show as well, but I want to start talking about the god-awful TMNT trailer.
Oh, what's so bad?
What the fuck are they doing?
You don't know what's so bad about it?
Kill yourself.
Get the fuck out the room.
Was a
There's a
cartoon,
window right there. Just jump out of
It's
it.
just a cartoon, right?
No.
That's what it looked like.
Pretty much. They got kindergartners to draw that shit. Animated.
Oh my god.
You know, I sometimes love and hate the animated cartoon show because the comic was not like that at all. It was actually it was
It was a lot more serious than...
It was serious, but in a sense where they were mocking the superhero stuff that was going on at the time, because Eastman and Laird never thought it was going to actually become anything that it became.
Oh, no.
They're just like, yeah, we'll fucking write a comic book about mutated turtles, and then nobody's going to buy this shit. And people are like, this is fucking great. And they're like, okay, well, we'll just ride this train for 30, 40 years. But
longer.
I don't know.
Michael Bay keeps his way. It's going to be another 3 movies.
I will say this. When the beginning of the trailer started, I was like, this isn't too bad. And then Tricky started playing. And then a vein in my head started popping.
And by beginning the trailer, do you mean when the screen was just telling you that this is a trailer?
when it was fading from black into what I was about to see. That part was great.
You're like, this is a trailer. It's awesome.
Yeah. That whole void of color, perfect. Then the turtles show up. I'm like, all right. They looked shitty the first time. Well, I'd expect them to look any better this time because it's just cut and paste now.
Pretty much.
Then Tricky started playing. I'm like, all right, everybody's doing this shit anyway, so I'll just let it slide. Then the turtle van shows up. I'm like, at least it looks like the turtle van.
Yeah, it
does.
I'll give it that. Then the human forms of Bebop and Rocksteady show up. And I'm like, well, they look dumb in the cartoons, so why'd I expect it to be different here? Then they show up mutated. And I'm like, they don't look like they're there at all. Even next to the other CG fucked up looking animals. They don't look like they're in the same room. Then when Steve Amell's running away from Rocksteady, I'm like, it's definitely not in the same fucking room. Those cars aren't even in that shot. I mean, like,
there's been bad CG, and then there's this.
Well, that's the thing. It looks like the shot where he's, like, running at him. I'm like, it looks like they put too much detail into something that wasn't supposed to be detailed, so it looks way too fake.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's exactly what it is.
Yeah. Especially when you see in Green Arrow running away from it.
Yeah.
And, like, I love that you can kind of tell, like, from that shot, they tried the best to, like, put him in the way of Rocksteady as best as they could. So all you saw was the cars flying. So it just looked like Steve Amell's just running. And that's what happens when he's running late in a parking garage. His cars flying all over the place. Sparks shooting out, cars flying away.
It causes that reaction.
The only thing I'll give this is that it looks like they have a cohesive story this time. And it's not like the first one. They're like, well, he's going to be the Shredder. Then fans are like, that's not, no! He can't be Shredder! And they're like, all right, well, we'll just fucking make a Shredder guy in a mech suit then. What else we going to do? We'll steal what the Wolverine did to the Silver Samurai.
Yeah.
And then you watch the movie, and the guy that was supposed to be Shredder, you're like, he's the best actor in this whole fucking movie.
Oh, he was, hands down.
Why didn't you let him be Shredder? He's Shredder right now, in my mind.
True story.
So should I watch that just for that?
Yeah.
Because I've not seen the movie. I've been adamant on not seeing the movie.
He doesn't show up till about, I'd say 45 minutes in. So just fast forward.
Borrow the movie, fast forward.
Don't even borrow. Steal it.
Yeah.
Steal it from a Redbox, watch it, then take it back.
Steal it from a Redbox.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix, even better. I can
Yeah, it's on Netflix.
borrow someone's Netflix information.
I'm canceling. I don't know. I know the first TMNT, it was pretty much a 50-50 split. Some people were like, oh, I liked it because it was kind of like the Goofy Turtles. Then other people were like, I don't like it because this wasn't my Turtles. Which I can understand. I'm kind of on the it's not my Turtles side a little bit, I guess, but I can't expect
space aliens for some reason now.
Yeah. Well, no, they're not.
They're
They
not?
took that away. That was a joke they made in the first one. They're like, what? You think they're aliens or something? It was like, they did that awkward silent pause where you're supposed to put laughter in. So then when people are done laughing, they can enjoy your shitty movie after.
I'll say it was better than Turtles 3.
Well, yeah.
Seriously, that's what you're doing.
I'm just saying, I mean,
fucking Fievel Goes West was better than Turtles 3.
That's like saying Man of Steel was better than Superman, 5?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like saying One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest was better than RoboCop 3. They were both about the same thing. Subtext.
Of course, I'm sorry.
You'll get it one day when you become a film buff.
Yeah.
You sit down and you find something in the movie that was never meant to be there in the first place.
I kill myself right now.
So we'll talk about that a little bit later. Because that was, I think Justin gave us that as a... Justin gave us that as a request. I'm just ignoring it and moving on.
So you ignore my pain?
Yes. We'll talk about it in therapy.
This is how people killed themselves.
No, we're going to therapy later. Don't worry.
Later? It's like noon.
Later.
Well,
It's an all-nighter.
If you hold on, you get a lollipop.
That's the only reason.
Yes, it's the only reason you're still here.
All right. So moving on to another movie topic. Jesus Christ. I talked about it in earlier shows, the 2016 Godzilla, which I think it's called Godzilla Resurgence, is the official title.
The one we were just watching?
Yeah.
It's Japan versus Tokyo. Versus Godzilla.
Yeah.
It looks awful. I'm sorry.
The trailer is done in shaky cam, which I hope to God.
And not just shaky cam, like seizure patient in an earthquake shaky cam.
Yeah, like...
Yeah.
It's everywhere.
It's like they asked Michael J. Fox to film the fucking
Stop
thing.
it, man. Just stop it.
It's like the late afternoon. They're like, hey, you're at your worst. Hold this.
That is so cruel.
So what am I filming? This is giant fucking, lizard thing. What's his name? It doesn't matter.
I think it's like they attached a camera to the head of a man that's got two legs that are two different sizes and he's running. So it's just kind of like going all over the place.
That's insensitive to short-legged men.
Well, he's got one long leg.
Yeah, well, that happens.
How do you know they didn't happen in an accident, huh?
So you can make a joke about one short-legged man and I can't make a joke about Parkinson's?
I never said you couldn't.
Yeah, you can make a joke about
You
Parkinson's.
did the,
Not, you can make a joke about Parkinson's, just not
put it
Michael
in your
J.
mouth.
Fox.
Wait!
Should I leave? Give you guys some intimate moments right here?
No.
No, we have them anyway.
Yeah.
No footsie under the table, guys.
I guess I'll put my hands under here then. I'm a hand
As
under my
long
hands.
as you clean up.
Well, of course. I am OCD after all. So, yeah, it's in shaky cam. I don't really care for the poster of it either because
like you said.
if they cut the poster at the eyeball, it would look like Vicious because he's got these gnarly ass teeth and it's real sharp. And then you see the eyeball and you're like, what the fuck is that? Is that a ping pong ball? With a dot on it?
It's like a ping pong ball with a Sharpie dot on it. Yeah.
You're like, here's the pupil. Boop. Oh, it looks scary.
Like you said, it's like Cookie Monster just grew up into Godzilla.
It looks fucking terrible. It's like I think this is supposed to be like they're remaking the original, but at the same time, I'm like, you don't have to make it look like the original one either. That's what, and I said that to you guys. I was like, yeah, sure, our American version, it wasn't the greatest movie, and he kind of looked like a fat bear, but it was better looking than that. I could at least watch the movie. I didn't feel like I was going to throw up after the trailer was over.
I mean, let's be honest, it's not Son of Godzilla bad, but...
Well, nothing's Son of Godzilla. No, Godzilla's Revenge is
I'm about to
worse.
say, are you sure? Because Titanic 2 was pretty fucking horrible.
Oh, I'd watch that any day over Godzilla's Revenge.
Agreed.
I'd watch Speed 2 any
asleep
day.
Cruise Control.
Cruise Control.
I love that title, by the way.
Yeah, it's so bad. So there you go. There's 2 movies that I don't know how I feel about right now. So we're going to move on to some sad news, as we always do.
It seems like every week, like, we stop recording and, like, somebody dies.
And somebody dies.
I mean, Ian McClellan hasn't died yet, but your prediction is still out there.
Right. Ian McKellen.
What did I say?
McClellan.
You had like a billion extra L's.
No, maybe I did. 5 extra L's.
You're like Eli McKellen?
You're like Eli McClellan. He's dead now, cause you know.
What is this?
You're like Ian McKellen, Dumbledore. He's dead now. Thanks, Jason.
You're welcome.
But anyway, Scott Weiland died.
Which, if you don't know who he is, he was on Blue's Clues. His name was Steve. He had a nice striped sweater.
Poor Steve. Never made it home from college.
Nope.
Because he had a better job. I ain't hosting that kid shit anymore. High finances, bitch.
For all those that don't know, Jason's black.
God damn it.
So, go ahead. I know this touches you deeply.
Well, in all honesty, Scott Weiland was dead to me years ago.
Yeah, he was just a sack of meat walking around.
He was just the Walking Dead before the Walking Dead even existed. And he was the lead singer. Forever. He was the lead singer for the Stone Temple Pilots. And then he was the lead singer. He did solo work, and then he was lead singer for Velvet Revolver. I always
technically solo work.
I guess.
Well, I guess I think it is solo work because there was only 1 album. I guess
2.
Oh, well, see, that's how big it was. I didn't even know.
But I always enjoyed his work. I mean, Stone Temple Pilots was one of my favorite bands of all time. And yeah, he's always had a drug problem, but if you look at him through the years, you can see what kind of drugs he was on just by how his face looked. Because when he was doing MTV Unplugged, sitting in that rocking chair, his face was kind of puffy. You knew he was smoking pot and eating Pop-Tarts. And then a couple of albums.
Like you were sitting right next to him, like, Pop-Tarts are pretty good, Steve.
It's backstage.
It's like, yo, you try the brown sugar maple syrup ones? Jesus.
Settle down, dog. And then like a few years later, he's dancing with a bunch of Teletubbies and Sarah Michelle Gellar, and you can tell, okay, now he's dropping acid. And then, a couple more years go by. And
he was a sour girl back then.
Yeah, and he's slowly, you can tell heroin is in that system.
It's working its way in.
And then crack made its way in.
Yeah.
That's when he started turning into fucking Jack Skellington.
Yeah, the Fall to Pieces video that he did with Velvet Revolver.
Somebody says crack, all I can think of is Pee Wee Herman. This is crack.
That was head on.
Had they shown him that, if they shown Scott Weiland that video, he might still be alive today.
No,
he wouldn't.
Nobody goes that far around and then sees something like that and then completely changes their mind. Yeah. Like, wait, so you're telling me I don't have to take drugs? That was a lot better than I was going to do.
That's going to save me so much money.
Nobody's been a piece of shit their entire life and turned it around from a commercial.
This commercial saved my life.
Yeah. Thank you, Pee Wee Herman. You can jerk off wherever you want to.
30 years of just taking whatever drug I could find. And now
is that Ritterall? Snortsky.
Stop it.
Oh,
sorry.
terrible.
It's the only show I've watched in a whole year. I don't have time to watch movies or
DeVito
anything.
is not going to be happy.
Oh, he's gonna be on the show. I called him.
Well, one thing to follow this up is
He's in the phone book.
Scott Stylin's
Stylin.
Weiland's.
I have got to draw Scott Stylin.
Scott Weiland.
Designer shades.
I swear.
It's like picturing a guy that kind of looks like Poochie. Scott Stylin. He's just on a fucking skateboard. There's like 7 cage tigers floating through the sky behind him.
Scott Stylin and Ian McClellan. I did it on purpose.
I love your defense of it.
Scott Stylin.
He's dying over here. He's dying over here. His ex-wife came out and said that...
Yeah, get serious now.
Said that, don't glorify his death because his children lost their father years ago. It's just now, it's fact that he's gone.
Okay, she went heartfelt with that. I was like, don't glorify his death. He was an asshole.
Well, I'm sure he was. I'm sure he was. I mean...
Well, yeah, he probably hawked anything he could to get another fix.
Yeah.
I mean, I know how that works.
You know how that works?
Well, I mean, being in a, having a family member that did kind of shit like that.
Okay.
I was about to say, Matt, do you need to have an intervention real quick?
Yeah, you can totally tell by my collection of shit. I'm totally hooked on drugs right now.
See, that's what you're doing with all that extra time.
Yeah, I'm just basing. I'd love to watch Jessica Jones, but I got all these drugs.
So...
Like I try to bring it back from that.
I do, but it's nowhere to bring it back to. I mean, I think that it's such a waste. Because he was successful, but he's not iconic in my mind. Like, I don't think he reached iconic levels that he could
he's
have.
not like Rob Zombie.
He had the talent to be able to be bigger than what he ended up being.
Yeah.
And that was because of drugs.
Yeah. It's wasted in that regard, yes.
Well, do you think he would have been as
good without the drugs?
Yeah. I don't really want to.
I know how you're saying. I get what you're saying. Yeah.
I don't want to be that asshole. That's like, oh, he's a fucking piece of shit without the drugs.
See, I'm probably gonna piss some people off saying this, but I was like, I don't know if he would be as good with the drugs. I think it would kind of go the route of like post-drugs Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Fuck out of here.
They went way downhill when they stopped doing drugs.
No.
They started wearing clothes again. He didn't have a bridge in a city to sing about anymore.
Because LA just disappeared.
Well, it did, into the void below his lower abdomen. Remember that video? He's just floating above my city. And then, like, Flea's down there just, like, flicking his penis. Just like, ping! We're making money. I'm the best bass player in the 90s. They wore fucking diapers on stage.
I know all about
that. Was amazing. They don't do that now. They're like, I got kids.
Socks.
And tube socks.
Tube socks, just
They won't do
socks.
that anymore. They're like, we're done with drugs and I got kids now, so I can't get naked on
Do
stage.
you really want to see them naked on the stage, though?
It was hilarious. Same thing happened to Green Day. They stopped doing drugs. They kind of went down.
Yeah, I guess he stopped masturbating on stage, didn't he?
Yeah, that stopped. That stopped real quick. You get a significant other and they're like, yeah, that thing you do where you beat off on stage, can you just maybe downplay that a little bit or just not do it anymore?
Like never?
Like never get
Tone it down.
please?
Like real down.
Like non-existent down?
Just mute that.
I don't know. I really, when I was growing up, Chili Peppers, I loved the shit out of them. And then like when they did that, We're All Clean, and then some of the new albums came out and I was like,
Like what?
I didn't like Scar Tissue.
You didn't like Californication?
I didn't like Californication.
That is a great album.
All the songs sound the same. It's like they put a bass line in and hit the replay button on the Casio keyboard.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It just sounds
what
that way.
about, fuck, what's it called?
But that
It's
one
after
song about,
Mother- it's
one
after
song
Mother's
about
Milk.
all around the world. Bing bong, bing bong, bing bong.
No, that is on Californication. I'm talking about the
Yeah,
album that came
great song.
after Mother's Milk. Blood Sugar Sex Magic.
Yeah.
That is their highest rated album, which they made after they got clean.
Well, that's good. The world's changed too. Just not for me personally. Not my personal fave. I like people that scream into the microphone. They had dads that either hugged them too much or not enough. That's what I like listening to.
I'm gonna say that early STP was better than later STP, maybe because the drugs were interfering with it.
I think it's because maybe he started with pot.
Yeah.
And you can be creative on pot. You start getting into the other stuff and you start seeing things. And you think you're Jesus nailed to a fucking cross. And there's little things running around in a gray backdrop. Like, in a forest. It started getting weird.
Yeah.
Like, around then.
Oh, yeah.
And then he just started, like, disappearing. His body just started fading. He's like, well, sooner or later I'll just see my bones. And that's when I know it's done. I've got the best diet. It's called crack and not eating.
What else do you need?
Yeah. Fuck Slim Fast. Those bars.
Who's got time for exercising?
It does suck that he died. It does. I'm not trying to, like...
I love that transition.
No, it does suck because I think if he would have been able to clean up his act, he might have gotten some more, like, good albums out of the guy. And unfortunately, he could never get that monkey off his back. Yeah. So Heaven has just gained another good rock star. I saw a meme about that. It had like him in it, Cobain, all the other people that died, and they're like, man, Heaven must be rocking. And it's like, because down here we're in hell, and it was like Bieber and like all these...
Nickelback.
Oh my god, man. We could go on and on about music for like a whole show if we wanted to.
It's like I mentioned Nickelback and you look like you just had electroshock therapy.
Yeah. I did. I got up in my chair. I'm like, whoo! Let me tell you something about something.
Oh, damn Nickelback.
I blame the acceptance on Nickelback on Metallica. Like, we'll write an album called Load. Then we'll write Reload, and it'll just be the same shit, but it'll be soft metal. So that way, sometimes a guy that looks like Jesus Christ can pick up a guitar and be like, I'm a rock star. We're just going to make a ton of songs about blowjobs and drinking. It's all like right to the top, right to the top of the charts. We're going to open at the Sundance Film Festival. Jesus Christ. All right, I'm going to move on. What do I want to do? Let's go with Star Wars, since that's been in the news for the past 10 years. It feels like it's never gone the fuck away. There are people right now outside of the what's that? It's in LA, that famous Chinese theater. Is it just called the Chinese Theater?
Something like that.
They have a special name for it.
Yeah.
I can't quite remember.
That one where all the cool shit happens in movies. That theater.
I want to say something really fucking inappropriate, but I'm not going to.
We're on Grindcast. Say it.
It's just gone now.
No.
No, it's not gone?
Are you at least going to tell me when we're done so I'm not waiting in suspense?
They're all outside the Ching Chong Theater.
That's nowhere near as bad as shit I've said in the past.
Probably not.
No. Not at all. You're clean. I've raised the bar so high that you could say shit like that. It's like, oh, acceptable. So, there's people lining up outside the Ching Chong Theater. They're already lining up. The movie doesn't come out till the 18th.
Well, technically...
Midnight release on the 17th.
Yeah. Which means they're there till fucking midnight on the 17th.
Yeah. Which is technically the 18th anyway.
Yeah.
If you're splitting hairs about it, or minutes, whatever the fuck you want to split. But they're already fucking standing there.
Since December 6th.
Which blows my mind, because I'm like, I'm sure you pre-ordered tickets, which means your seat's on hold.
Exactly.
Unless you need to be that. I was the first to sit down.
In all honesty, when some of the people that are standing in line were interviewed, that was a number of them, that was their answer. It's
I'm going to say it right now. I'm going to be the last to sit down on the last day that it's in theaters.
I'm going to tell you right now, if shit keeps up with this Star Wars crap, I'm not going to see it till it comes out on DVD because I'll refuse.
DVD? You're not going to get the Blu-ray?
No, I'm going to get the lowest quality. I hope it comes out in Betamax.
Don't make them no more.
No.
Good. I have it on Betamax. Can never watch it.
It's going to come out on vinyl. You can just get the audio.
Just, even like the last episode of Miserable Movie Mafia I did, when Fred was telling me about the Alpha Omega Sin guy, like, threatening he's like, we should kill and rape this one woman that said Star Wars was dumb. And it's just like, no, I'm done with this shit now. If we've gotten to that kind of a level where it's like somebody's just like, oh, I don't like this. Rape them! It's just like, I'm done. It's a fucking movie.
Yeah.
You know, I get pissed off when people are like, oh, I'm waiting in line for the new iPhone. It's a fucking phone. Nobody cares. You're going to get it like, look, I got the new iPhone. It's like, yeah, and so will the other 5,000 people in line.
They're not going to run out.
Yeah.
So my question is, how many are actually Star Wars fans and how many are just homeless people sitting there?
I don't know. It is LA.
They're just hanging out like, I guess we got friends now.
Yeah.
You could probably base it on the quality of their tents.
No.
Oh.
Because I'm sure there's plenty of hipsters there with real shitty tents that are just like, yeah, I've had this tent for years, you know.
They're fucking building them out of pine trees there. Like, I watched this on Man vs. Wild.
Just this yellow stained bed sheet over, like, posts.
Why's it gotta be yellow?
Because they pissed on it at one point.
Why can't it be shit?
Well, I mean, you can put shit on it too if you want.
Yeah.
Deter the other fucking people.
Yeah, they won't want to stand next to you.
You gotta leave your scent somewhere.
Why are we turning all these Star Wars fans into goddamn rabid animals right now?
Because they are. Star Wars is on fucking everything. I saw apples with Star Wars on it the other day.
Did you see
fucking apples?
What kind?
Not even good ones. Just fucking red delicious, which are not delicious, by the way.
They're okay.
Yeah, they're red.
You want a good apple? Pink Ladies, fantastic apples.
Yeah, and if failing that, get Golden Crisps.
Golden Crisps are good.
Fucking delicious too. They're a little bit extra money, but you'll love yourself in the end.
See, did you see the
that's
Subway,
my Apple brand.
Plugging apples over here.
Plugging apple varieties.
Golden Crisp apples are brought to you by Grindcast.
You see the Star Wars Subway commercial where they like walk into the Subway and it's like a cantina.
Yeah.
And they're just like normal looking people.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like,
and she fucking like flicks her jacket back and she has a lightsaber and she's like, oh, okay, we get it.
she's like, I'm in.
I wish people could hear what's going on with my face.
But the first time I saw that, the only thing I want to happen was for the one alien to be like, you'll be dead! And then everyone to get fucking shot at.
I wanted that, like, if it's in the cantina, I would like a guy that just looks like Guido going around shooting everybody
Guido.
and missing. I mean, Greedo, sorry. God damn
Well, you just lost all your Star Wars fans.
Well, now we lost all the Italian Star Wars fans out there.
No, they have a totally different version of the movie we have. I've seen Italian Star Wars and Spider-Man. They were both the same movie, I think. No, but like, I wish in the commercial would be great, like somebody like Greedo walking around shooting at everybody but missing.
No.
And they have a chance to shoot at him again.
Stop that.
No, I'm not going at it. I'm not going at it because it's just like, depending on what edit you watch, somebody shot first.
There's one edit and no one shot first. Han just shot.
Good. We should. He's Harrison Ford.
He just walks to the cantina. Bam, bam, bam. Get off my plate.
When they hired him for that, they're like, this guy's going to be good. He shoots first. They're like, okay, good. He'll be the president someday. He'll have his own plane. He'll get hijacked. Or he'll crash it. One of the two.
It don't matter. You get rid of the terrorists both ways.
Yeah.
Maybe both.
Maybe both ways.
Thank you, Harrison Ford. You saved us. I'm crashing this plane.
You got rid of the terrorists. I'm crashing my plane. But what? Why?
I fucking bought it. It's mine.
It's mine. I can break whatever I want. All right. We're going to go into the magical time of request topics. It is very magical.
Quite a few this week.
Sparkle,
yeah.
sparkle.
I'm not going to talk about any of them. All right. I'm going to get this one out of the way because I've heard about this since I'd say Wednesday. Maybe Tuesday even. Dude, for some reason, Wednesday to me feels like ages ago right now. And it was just yesterday. I felt like I had to go through a ton of shit just to get to now. So,
The 7 mighty
What a
trials
long,
of
strange journey it's been.
in San Francisco, I believe that's where it was, there is a Santa Claus
Yeah, it's San Francisco.
who is unlike a normal Santa Claus that you are used to.
Bill Schnickel.
Yes, he has a man bun, real beard.
Real beard.
He has a corduroy sweater and corduroy pants, and what appeared to look like moccasins to me. It's the hipster Santa of San Francisco,
It's real tepid up there in the North Pole, huh?
I guess. And he wants people to leave him coconut water and gluten-free macaroons, which are coconut as well. So maybe I'm missing something on coconuts lately.
Apparently the superfood that you need to be getting into.
Yeah, I mean, the professor used them to power a radio, so.
Yeah, which I love with this because I read comments. I know.
Sweet
I'm just
Gilligan's Island rap.
totally just dismissed it. I'm like, whatever. You and your fucking Gilligan's Island shit.
I bring it up so often.
I've been around you for so many years. You have no idea how many times you unintentionally slip in a Gilligan's Island reference. I think you love it so much you can't even let yourself agree to it. You just like pick you up and say, "Hey, Will, what's up, Skipper?" And I'm like, God damn it!
And in his head, you're just like, hi.
Yeah. You're just like, "Hi,
you don't even
Will."
notice it.
He's like, "Hi, Skipper."
I actually picture you as like Alan Hale, the actor, like dressed as the skipper, just picking me up.
Sounds about right.
That's psychosis, though. He's about to fucking strand you on an island, Matt. You better be careful.
I got nothing now. All right, so this fucking Santa Claus. So like I saw the picture, I read some of the article, and then I went down to the ever
You
awesome
went to San
comment
Francisco.
section. No, went in the comments section, which is almost like being in San Francisco. So it starts off with, you know, there's always the one guy who's okay with it, and then there's the guy who's not okay with it, and then since it's Santa, then Jesus gets brought up.
I mean, why would he not?
I mean, they're brothers, right?
Yeah. I love how it starts with like guy like
Very close friends.
it's just great. Like you see it just
They
downgrade.
split the job in half.
Yeah.
Jesus brings you salvation. Santa brings you your race car.
Yeah. I mean, sure. Or a fire truck, whatever you prefer.
Whatever you want. It's half salvation, half fun.
Whatever-
That is Christianity.
Whatever vehicle you want to play with. Jesus Christ.
That's the idea.
I guess.
'Tis the season.
Yeah. I don't even know what to talk about anymore.
I'm just picturing like hipster Santa to look like Jerry Garcia.
It's not far off. It isn't very far off. Like I said, the comments were just great though. Because and then it went into the whole existential fight over Christianity versus Roman Catholicism versus the real true meaning of Christmas. And then somebody coming in like, it's a pagan holiday. And they're like, well, it was not really pagan to begin with, but it was pagan. And I'm just like, who the fuck cares?
It's guys banging each
Well,
other.
it's because they took a lot of the pagan trips, like the trees and the wreaths and stuff like that, and used it to promote Christmas. And actually, the birth of Christ actually occurs like in March. They just picked that time of year
for the solstice.
for the solstice. Exactly.
Yeah.
How does this have anything to do with corded sweater Santa? I don't know, but
So this is why, like, sometimes, and I'm sorry if I get anybody mad with this, I really get tired of religion being brought into everything. I do. Because you know what? A holiday that's basically, yes, it's been very commercialized over the years, but it's about being good to one another and having, like, this one time during the year where we stop being assholes to each other
Nah, fuck that.
and just, alright, cool.
Aw.
Whatever.
This is the time
You
of the
were
year.
going somewhere. I was like
Yeah,
picturing like the sad music playing in the background and everything. Like you were going places.
He's trying to be the, like, happy guy that reminds us of the reason for the season and
Yeah,
being
and then
nice.
the black guy comes in and steals it from you.
Look here. I'm sorry to tell you this.
Jason's black, by the way.
just gonna go out this window.
Sorry to tell you this,
Can
but
you pick up some of my games while you're out there?
we live in reality, and sadly, greed is way too popular.
Oh, you said Greed. I was like, no, Creed hasn't made a good album.
God damn it, no! No!
Well, the commercialization of Christmas, it's
Started with the Indians.
it actually started with the department stores of the early 1900s when they they invented Rudolph and they invented Frosty, and all of a sudden it was just competing.
First of all, Rudolph and Frosty are real.
Yeah.
Poker every Tuesday night. Don't tell me otherwise.
I am
With Clint Eastwood
so
and Harrison
sketching
Ford.
that shit. Fucking Rudolph sitting in a chair with like cards in its fucking hooves, and you're there just like, just got that fucking look on you got your poker face on, just like, you folding fucker. And Rudolph can't talk, so all you hear is, hear his nose glow. Wait, he could talk. He had that like, oh gee golly whiz, Santa. Then Burl Ives has to be there.
Bro, he's just there.
Why would he not be?
That's the best Christmas painting ever.
He's like back there, like tending bar. He's got like the rag inside the glass.
Yes. He's got to be the bartender. It's just like, he's got that look like, you guys starting shady shit, I got a sawed off.
I mean, why would you not think shady shit's gonna go down when you got a guy playing poker with a red-nosed reindeer and a snowman that's alive?
Yeah.
Something's happening here that shouldn't be.
So, well, getting back to the topic at hand.
Yeah, I was.
That's not the guy, though.
That's not the guy? Is it
Nope,
the other
that's
one
not the
then?
guy.
Hold on.
He's kind of a little heftier fellow.
It's an older fellow?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have him here.
The way I feel about it, me personally, when I first seen it coming up, when the hipster thing was becoming popular, I was like, it's kind of funny. It died away for a little bit, and then for some reason it got a huge resurgence this year, and I'm just kind of like, you know what? If you want to have hipster Santa, whatever. I'm going to stick with my Santa, and if you got a problem with that, you can go fuck yourself. With all due respect.
Respectfully fuck yourself.
I get, yeah, that's him. That's the Santa. I get so strung up over this.
At the
when
H&R
it's
Block down the street.
supposed to be a time of year.
Yeah, I know that guy.
You know him?
Yeah.
He's in Portland.
No, the guy from H&R Block. He works with my aunt.
I'm about to say, so both of you
Yeah.
just going to Portland?
Are you writing down that my aunt works with Santa Claus? Because you should be.
I ain't doing shit.
Here's my opinion on it. All over the world, Santa's viewed in different ways.
All right, I'm gonna cut your opinion off toward the end, though, like everybody did mine.
Do that.
So therefore, what's the big deal?
You gotta keep talking until he cuts you off.
I don't really have much more to say than that.
We gotta say more if I'm gonna shush you. Like, you can't.
You keep talking such short sentences.
Yeah, you
Stop shushing yourself. Stop shushing yourself.
Like everything you say, it's so short. I don't have time to cut you off.
I'm just making a point. You know,
Yeah, how's that feel?
I don't remember doing that to you.
No, you didn't do that, but I was like, a time of the year when we're supposed to be, and it was just like, and then another thing about this guy. It's like, all right, well, fuck it. I hope everybody's Christmas burns in hell. Happy holidays from Grindcast. I don't give a shit anymore. I can't wait till it's my birthday. My personal Christmas. And if anybody has a problem with that,
Fuck him.
fuck them. Send me a letter.
Unrespectfully.
Yeah.
I will say coconut water sucks.
I've never had it. I never will have it. If I want water, I'll just get water. If I want a coconut, I don't want a coconut.
Very matter of fact, aren't you?
Well put.
All right. Well, that's our rant on coconuts. All right, I'm going to move on. You got some. Why don't you just...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have some that are like related.
Louder. You gotta really emphasize the word.
Okay, I have several wrestling related request topics.
Oh, good. I'm going to go brew some coffee then.
Okay, so This is
Fuck your wrestlers.
This is a combination request topic. It comes from 3 different people.
This is a combination number 3.
Sarah Garabedian, Dave Fry, and Cody Taylor come in with some.
3-way request.
This is the C8 chef's specialty on the Chinese menu.
The year the WWE has been having, everyone is injured. Ratings are super low. Sheamus 515 for fuck's sakes.
What is that about?
The Sheamus 515 thing is that is how long Roman Reigns had the title before Sheamus cashed in the Money in the Bank and took it from him.
I fucking hate that idea of, oh, I have this money, I'm just gonna use it to get the belt.
It's not real money.
I understand that. Okay?
See,
That's why I hate it.
I hate the fact that there is a wrestler named Sheamus right now, because it just makes me think of a larger, very pale-skinned man that I personally know.
He's a good guy.
Well, this is also a large, pale-skinned man.
If you're not listening, which you won't.
Oh.
But no, and even if he
Jason
does,
could
he's
tell
like,
him about
man,
it."
Matt should be funnier. So, continue.
And Dave Fry mentions that Sting is getting neck surgery and wonders if he's finished. And Cody Taylor, the WWE is so bad right now, do you think even Scott Steiner could fix it?
No. Scott Steiner would make it worse. It would be a cool novelty
He
at
kills
first.
somebody in the ring.
Yeah.
He's lost his mind.
He's a fucking weeble wobble right now. He can't stand up on his own fucking legs.
Look here. Somehow the Undertaker got through those matches. I think Scott Steiner can do, like some promos.
He's got no leg strength.
I'm still caught up.
The dude's gonna be like,
He's Gumby now.
yeah, the dude's gonna look like Joe from Family Guy in a couple of years. He's gonna be in a wheelchair pushing himself around because he can't keep his legs are tiny. You ever seen them things? Like little toothpicks.
Yeah, he missed leg day. Yeah.
All of them.
It's like
Single
2
one.
toothpicks holding up a Big Mac. It's just fucking,
Just walking around.
yeah, with chainmail on it. On top of it.
The Scott Steiner sandwich from Burger King.
I would so order that. Every time you go in, a fucking alarm goes off and like a red light, like, woo!
You get a
Holla!
you get a punch card. Every 10th sandwich gets you a chainmail hat.
Yes. No, they just give them away instead of like the paper crowns. It's fucking chainmail hats.
So, basically, as far as Sting goes, I don't think Sting's done. I don't think he's smart enough to be done. I think he should be done. I watched that match when he just hit it. He just hit the mat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, he's done. But
Sting has been stung. He's done.
he's leaving it open. Could Scott Steiner help the WWE?
Pause.
Yes, because I watched the promo that ended Raw this week with Sheamus and Roman Reigns, and there were 5 tater tots chants because Roman Reigns alluded to Sheamus that he's Irish, therefore isn't he known for his potatoes, meaning something else, obviously. And he said, oh, that's
Meaning
right.
what, Will?
You have tater tots instead.
What are you referring to,
His
Will?
huevos.
His eggs?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Or cojones.
Yes. Yes.
Or testicles.
There it is.
Thank you.
That's
There
not-
it is.
it's not
One
Spanish.
adult here.
I was trying to do it
It's
in
one
foreign
nurse.
languages.
That's all you need.
One nurse.
So-
Is dim sums.
And there should have been a drinking game involved with that. Every time that Sheamus would say fella, you take a drink. Every time Roman Reigns says son, you take a drink. You'd be hammered in 5 minutes.
Well, we could do that, but you don't hang out with me afterwards.
So what you mean to say is that you don't have enough liquor for that.
I mean, I would rather watch Scott Steiner beat up a plastic duck with a baseball bat. It is happening. There's a video. Than watch Roman Reigns and Sheamus try to make the crowd interested. The worst thing as a wrestler isn't to get booed. The worst thing is to have no reaction at all. And that was exactly how it was. They came out and everybody's just kind of like quiet, and you hear one guy go, Sheamus sucks. Like you hear, he's like in the upper deck and he's like yelling it. And that's like all you hear.
It's like in the comedy movies when like somebody does something and they're expecting like that slow clap start and nothing happens. You're like, you suck.
It was terrible.
That's probably what I would get if I was a wrestler. I get in the ring and they're like, is he a fan?
So it's there was a funny joke that was going around at like Triple H is really in charge of the talent roster right now. And he goes to McMahon and says, you know what, we need to really start pushing the young kids and stuff like that because all our guys are getting hurt and stuff like that. And McMahon's like, you're right. Let's get Jack Swagger, Sheamus, and Alberto Del Rio in here. Guys that were relevant 3 years ago. Because that's really how it's been.
To him, that's his young crew.
Yeah. He's just completely, he's so out of touch. He's so out of touch.
How old is he now?
70.
Why isn't he just sitting in a rocker chair drinking fucking tea?
Because it's his life.
You see?
No, it's not.
You see his muscles, man? Ain't a rocking chair in this world holding that muscle-bound man up.
Kill yourself.
That's a man that's got...
That's a man who's got...
You gotta take everything so dark.
He's a man who's got such big muscles that he keeps giant chains around to put over his neck to take photos with.
I think Adam from What Culture said it the best. That's a man who looks like he has regrets.
Yes. Yeah, you do. You see that
line. I'm stealing that line.
Looks like he's got regrets. It's fantastic. All right, we'll go into one more request topic, and this one kind of goes in with your discussion topic.
Okay.
Christmas albums / songs where struggling artists go to die. This is Justin Hubler's request topic. Name Christmas songs / artists you would be happy with never hearing again. So we had, and your discussion topic was favorite Christmas songs and least favorite Christmas songs. So I figured this all, just be a nice big basket, cohesive, of good versus bad.
Of gluten-free macaroons.
Yes.
Ugh. So I was actually listening to the radio this morning because I wanted to hear some Christmas music. And there is a new Christmas song by James Taylor, which prompted me to go, James Taylor's still making music.
Who's that? Didn't he fight with Billy the Kid? Go ahead.
And then there's the duet with Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga.
What?
Why?
And they do that, like, it's the Baby It's Cold Outside song, which really sounds
the rape song.
Yeah, it really sounds like, what's in this drink,
That's
like
what happened behind the doors at the Continental.
Yeah. Does it smell like chloroform to you?
Maybe. Get it closer.
Hey, baby, it's cold outside. Does it smell like chloroform?
So he's right. It's where struggling artists go to die. They just make Christmas albums and.
So, which is funny because when we were putting up our Christmas tree and we're listening to Christmas music, I was like, what's funny is that there isn't any, like, new Christmas classics. It's only people...
New Christmas classics. I love you, Matt.
You see my sails? There's no wind in them anymore. You fucking stole it.
I gotta breathe, Matt.
God damn it.
Where were you going with that? New Christmas classics. There are none.
There are none.
Yeah, he said there are no new Christmas classics.
But you know what they're doing is they're putting out stuff from Frozen and saying that it's a Christmas song.
Yes, I did hear that. And I was very sad.
How is it not a Christmas song? Everything from Die Hard soundtrack is a Christmas song.
I wish.
How is it not?
It should be.
You're gonna go home and watch Die Hard tonight.
I would accept that sooner than songs from Frozen being considered Christmas classics.
I feel like I'm doing the podcast with Grumpy Cat right now. I look across this table and just above this Christmas tree.
See, but Matt's got that, like, frowning smile. See what I mean?
You're all doing it alone now.
Oh,
I'm just going to start editing it as we're going.
That's what we do it.
That's what we do it. We're just going to delete all that.
Just be quiet for about 20 minutes.
You guys still here?
Yeah, get the background noise.
So I will say that as far as Christmas classic songs go, I think the last one was the Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You. That's really the last song that I think was a classic Christmas song because it's been covered like 17 times now.
True.
At least.
Yeah. Right.
All right, RoboCop.
Well, where I was going with it was nowadays, there aren't any songs that are considered good enough to become a classic Christmas song in years to come. There are only covers of old Christmas classics. Nobody wrote anything original.
I kind of feel that the reason why that is because no one wants to take the chance to write a Christmas song that they want to consider a classic.
I'm doing it.
All right.
Yeah.
Getting the band back together.
No, it's just me.
Is Run DMC's Christmas in Hollis a classic?
Hollister?
Depends on who you ask.
Christmas in Hollister?
Well, I'd ask you, but that could be a racial thing, but...
I don't even know who Run DMC is.
Yeah, I'm sure you don't.
You wouldn't even let me finish.
That's been a theme tonight.
You knew exactly where I was going. What is it? Some kind of window? What is that? It's opportunity, Will.
Yeah.
Good Jordan.
So, yeah. Anyway.
No, I agree with you because I listened to the radio the other day, like I was saying, to listen to some Christmas music, and I swear I heard the same song by 5 different people, same damn song in that hour.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
You
like
did.
it's like top 40 radio where I turn it on, it's Taylor Swift and Adele back to back to back to back to back until
Yeah, who does that fucking song both of us hate? No, it's like you listen to some Christmas songs, they're all happy-go-lucky, and then this one song
Faith
comes
Hill,
on.
Where Are You Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, from the
I
Grinch?
hate that
Yeah.
song.
Ugh.
Like that song comes on, and then you start looking for a razor blade in your car somewhere.
Well, and then the Christmas shoes.
Fuck that song.
That's I refuse to listen to it.
I rip out, whenever that comes on, I rip the radio out of my car and throw it out the window. How many times I've had new radios put in my car?
Too damn many.
Once. I'm just joking.
Who asked you on here anyway?
I don't know.
I make this mistake every time you're off work.
Yes, you do.
Ask her. I just tell her she's going to be on the show.
So,
Bam! Fuck your authority.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Yeah, he starts writing some articles and he thinks he's the boss. It's like, this is what I got in Loot Crate. I own it now.
This is my podcast. It's the Will Bacon Show. Starring these fuckers.
I'm going to come on and shush Matt every time I get.
I swear to God.
So, what are some of your favorite Christmas songs?
The Little Drummer Boy and Peace on Earth. Bing Crosby and David Bowie. It's my favorite.
Okay, anything by Burl Ives for me.
Yeah.
And the Beatles, that one song they did for Christmas.
Oh, the
I
John.
was like, meow, 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 meow.
What? On.
The
Perfect.
Wonderful Christmas Time, or what? Yeah. Simply having Wonderful Christmas Time. It's like when it starts off like that, it's like they found that sound effect and they just went way overboard with it.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love that song. It makes me smile every time it comes on.
I feel like playing it right now. I can't play it loud, though, because I'll get sued.
No, I won't be able to monetize off of this video if you play it.
Not now. Just wait
I'm playing
till
it
the
right
end.
now.
I'll probably get sued just for that.
Like, that's suspiciously close to our song.
That's not it at all. That's not it. That's not psychedelic enough. I love that song, and I love the Chime of the Bells. Okay, well that's it. There you go.
No, I mean I agree with that. There was a radio DJ that said that Bell song.
I like this. Everybody's like,
No, I thought somebody else was going to go.
no, nah.
And now you talk, and
You think we're well trained? Nah. It's alive. See, Jason's he's in his research stage. He's not going to talk now. He's like, I got to find this fucking Beatles.
I got to.
no.
What about you?
Yeah.
That's a smack you.
Mr. Grinch. The original sung by Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
The Tony the Tiger.
Yeah.
The Tony the Tiger.
Thurl Ravenscroft.
You love that name.
It's
fantastic.
An awesome name.
That's my pen name. That's it? Just Grinch?
Silent Night, like, I don't care what version, I just like the
I
song.
used to like Silent Night, and then I was like, I grew up, and I'm like, yeah, fuck that baby. I need noise. He's making noise, why does it gotta be quiet? He's the savior of the world, now we need to be all like, shh. And it's not silent, there was a fucking guy, there was a boy there just like smashing his drums and shit.
Neil Peart was there just hitting his drum.
Yeah, Neil Peart just like, playing Hot for Teacher and shit.
Neil Peart playing Hot for Teacher.
He could, he's good.
He definitely could.
The whole song, just drums.
He's got his whole, like...
sounds like the actual
He's
song,
got his whole
though.
25-piece drum kit there just playing Hot for Teacher for
One
Jesus.
of them is a guitar.
Yeah.
He's playing the guitar with the sticks, yeah.
Yeah. For Baby J.
Baby J.
Gee whiz.
Baby G Whiz. And those three wise men are like, man, he's a good drummer. Should be giving him my gold.
The star was really leading them to him. That's what it was.
I just love that it's like gold, frankincense, and myrrh. It's just like somebody's like, I'll give him gold. You can give him this, like, this perfume of sorts, and you just give him paprika. Give him some spices, little baby cooking.
Hey. Maybe they didn't have any spices in their kitchen, huh?
I guess.
They just gave birth into a fucking manger.
That was not their fault.
That is definitely their fault.
There was no room at the
They
inn.
should have fucking booked that hotel room ages ago.
I don't know what kind of guy.
She knew she was pregnant.
Well, that's
You
what
can't tell me she did.
What kind of guy at an inn sees like a pregnant woman? Like, yeah, you probably want to give birth to that out where the animals are. It's probably nice and sterile. Out there.
I don't want to clean that up. So
There's tons of hay. I think there's one good white cloth out there. Probably swaddle him in it. Merry Christmas.
man, it's like a mare.
I'm crying. I can't stop.
Merry Christmas.
Will, save me. Save the show.
Save it all. I like Last Christmas by Wham.
Nobody likes Wham.
Do you count Raining Blood by Slayer as a Christmas song?
Oh yes, every year. Who did the? Was that Wham? No, wait. Who did the song for Home Alone? It was just for Home Alone, and then it became like a Christmas song.
What that? And like we had fucking like they played through the whole thing.
What? Did we watch the same Home Alone? Would you just pop in like MIA starring Chuck Norris or something? Wait on me,
I think your VHS version needed some tracking. I don't know what's going on there.
That fucking like weird ass music that plays out the entire fucking music whenever anything happens. There's like no lyrics to it.
I can't breathe. No, I don't think so at all. I don't think so, Tim.
I think the only real answer to this is Christopher Lee's Christmas album.
He had one?
Stop it. He has like 20.
No, I honestly didn't know.
He had the metal Christmas album.
Oh, I thought it was just a metal album. I didn't know it was
No,
Christmas.
it's Christmas.
He did both.
Okay. You know, my favorite now is the Aqua Teen Hunger Force
I was
holiday
just
album.
gonna say,
It is
you
pretty
don't
excellent.
Say it was...
I hope I don't have to whoop your ass this Christmas. Lay the hammer down.
Stop saying it, we might get
Some more things I don't like. I don't like the Chipmunks.
No, nobody ever did.
Christmas.
Even when you're a kid, you're just like, the fuck is wrong with them? I'm gonna watch these turtles
He just
now.
wants a hula hoop. Come on.
Oh, God.
And
You don't want a hula hoop?
No.
and
Hey, the Hudsucker proxy.
That's
Fuck off.
That's a shitty toy. You don't want a hula hoop. You want like a slinky.
Yeah.
If you're gonna get a shitty toy, go with a slinky.
I want a slinky and a monk monastery with a lot of steps to swing it down. Go ahead, Will.
No one is gonna get that fucking
I
reference.
got it.
Ace Ventura 2.
I was gonna say that.
I was like, how do I
Merry
follow
Christmas.
that
You're gonna end everything you say with that now?
Yes, he is.
For the whole month of December.
I want a hippopotamus for Christmas.
The fuck is that?
Why would anybody want a hippopotamus? They're dangerous animals.
They're extremely dangerous
I
animals.
got
stink.
a good one.
What?
Porky Pig's version of Blue Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
Hysterical.
I
love
blue Christmas.
Piss off, Lou. Mrs. Doubtfire, Merry Christmas. Oh,
The
God.
funniest thing, though, is I've only heard it once in, like, the past 3 years.
Because it's too good. They can't get the rights to play it more than once every year.
What do you guys feel about the Jingle Bell Dogs?
Fuck them. I
Merry
remember
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I remember growing up when my parents bought that stupid album where the dogs bark Christmas carols. And I'm like,
The fuck is
somebody's
that?
like stepping on their tails to get them to bark on command and shit.
Well, maybe those dogs should learn how to fucking bark.
Peter's just like, oh, that's cute. We won't investigate this at all. I also hate the 12 Pains of Christmas song because it was funny 15 years ago and it's not fucking funny anymore.
I just keep remembering that time. I don't know where we were, and you just yelled, I don't even know half these people.
Then we were at a store and I was like, I don't even know half these people.
What happened to your
Yo
voice?
ho, sending Christmas cards. Oh geez, look at this.
But I did have
Here,
a
George
now why are they
Costanza with the
blinking
Christmas
moment this week when I was putting out the outside lights. Like we had one of those
Like,
spiral
the
trees.
lights. I thought you were like blinking. I was like, they're not blinking. You're just shuttering your eyes.
I can't see. What's wrong? I got my
Why
eyes
the hell are they blinking? Are you trying to see life in 3D?
We had one of those spiral trees, and we just decided because the bottom half didn't work, we just took one of the poles out. We just made it a little tiny tree. It works.
Great little half tree.
Yeah.
I almost did this year because our tree went out. Like the wire in it went bad. So we're shopping all over the place and we need a 6.5 foot tree because where the eave comes down, it's shorter there by the window.
Mm-hmm.
And all the trees we found were like 7 feet and above. And I was like, what if we buy it? And I just saw a foot off the bottom. I was like, what'd you notice? It's like, well, it wouldn't fit in the tree stand too well. And the bottom would be like hovering right above the floor. I'm like, fuck it. I hate this shit's getting on my nerves. We had to order it offline from Target. Because you go to Target and they never have anything that they're selling.
Mm-hmm.
We had to,
That is very true.
that's actually really true.
Hey, you got this in the store? No.
We got our
Sorry.
tree through Lowe's.
Yeah.
And it's one of the ones that like you can switch it from colored lights to clear lights with just the press of a button.
Yeah, I saw
Which
those.
I had no idea existed. It blew my mind.
Yeah, I saw those this year. And I was like,
It blew your mind.
I was like, so what happens when the color pigment goes out? Are you completely fucked? Because that's one of the filaments in the bulb.
I mean, they did give you quite a few replacements with it. But it seems like a lot of them are going that direction.
Yeah, but you know, they give you bulb replacements and they never fucking work.
I know. They really don't have to.
They just give you a bag of, here's some hope.
Yeah, and they go try to put them in, and they don't fucking fit. They're a completely different color, and you're
You're
like,
gonna drown. Good job.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. I hope you're not dead. Merry Christmas.
I don't want to spend the holidays dead.
Clark.
That's a hell of a way.
Oh my god.
I have to kill you. I don't tolerate zombies.
All right, we're going to end this episode.
Yeah.
Will, you've been doing good.
All right.
Go ahead and end this
You've
episode.
been a good boy this year.
Well, thank you. Anyway, if you like what you heard and you want to hear more, which I don't know, maybe you do, you can check us out on grindcast.libsyn.com. iTunes podcast app, grindedword.com. Follow us on Facebook and also go on YouTube. And you can find our episodes
There's
of...
some annotations at the bottom that tell you exactly what he just said.
He does interrupt everything, doesn't he?
You feel like there's no wind in your sails?
I'm talking and he's just like, and now I'm talking.
Yeah, everything he says starts with and. And now I'm
And you're absolutely right.
and you're absolutely right.
And we have no idea when you're listening.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Yeah, everything he says starts with and. And now
And you're absolutely right.
and you're absolutely right.
And we have no idea when you're listening.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.